All right, so I think this is quite an important video to make so that people kind of have a better impression actually of Tower. This is a really cool thing, and the more days that pass, the better Tower looks, if I'm being honest. I already said this is my favorite update of all time, and this continues to solidify my point and maybe even change my opinion on it, because a lot of units that were not usable are now usable. Now, when I say unusable, I'm not saying like day one units necessarily. Besides Blue Megumi, actually, he did gain some use, but it's a lot of units that if you do have, you could be very happy that you have now, because before they were just kind of picking dust in your account, which is very good. And honestly, I like that there's so many different team compositions. The only thing that could be a bit of a negative is that most of these team comps that you're going to see win, it's dupe 2+ on all the units, and I think that could be seen as a bit of a negative in my opinion. But I want your honest opinion on it, because I could see it in two ways. You have to have all your units duped out, or there's also the idea that like, okay, you could have you need all your units duped out, at least 1 or 2 dupes, but there's so many different ways you could go about it that you're gonna have at least one of these possible team comps going forward for Tower 61 to 80, right? So we're gonna check out some clears and units like, for example, I don't think we're gonna see a lot of red Yuji, but we'll see, hopefully. But units like Blue Megumi have made an uprising. Also, Blue Inumaki, right? Next up, we've got Green Maki and Green Saki. Now, you could also technically say these two, but they were already pretty good. Ryuji and Nanami also have been doing pretty well. Muta clearly showing he's better than Hollow Purple. And then in yellow, the 3 killers are Mecha Maru, Inumaki, and Junpei. So those are all the units that were maybe, and Nobara, that were all less good, but now have gained some amount of value. Now, I do want to actually take something back that I said. So essentially, I was saying, before we really get into it, it's very important to give context. Before, I said Tower 61 to 80 was all going to be a debuff nerf. So essentially, I said that 61 to 80, your debuff amount is reduced by 65%, but that was wrong. It's only 65 to 70, and then from 71 to 80, it's going to be buff reduced. So your buffs are reduced by 80%, which means in debuffers are actually better moving past floor 70. But from 65 to 70, it's going to be buffers that are better, but from 71 to 80, it's debuffers. Now, another thing is, I thought floor 70 would be way harder against Mahito, and the main reason is because I'm fighting floor 65, and they're basically almost one-tapping my Tinjo. Right, for the couple turns, there's no attack community. They're almost one-tapping my Tinjo, but floor 70, they do not do as much damage. So in my head, I'm like, okay, Mahito's going to get you low, and then he one-taps you. But that's not the case. So actually, floor 70 was a lot easier than I thought. So I do apologize for that. I just don't see how floor 80 is going to be doable right now. I think that everyone agrees on that. But floor 70 was a lot more possible. Hey, if Jogo hits like a feather, then yeah, we're going to be able to clear Tower actually much earlier. And that's great. As of right now, I said we couldn't get past 70, and I was completely wrong. I think the new, lock for right now is 72. But it's still very difficult every floor, which is amazing. So we got some different runs. I'm going to try to credit where I can, but I got these runs from someone, so I can't really, like, as you can see, Discord. So right in this one, you can see Yellow Mekamaru actually was one of the ways to clear 61. Now, of course, this is buffed Mekamaru, because Mekamaru, when he's buffed, does a taunt into a counter, right? And counters counter and make you take 0 damage against any single target hits once per turn. And he taunts into that, which means guaranteed once he could nullify an attack, and then Junpei stalls while doing damage. All 4 of these guys could do damage, and you'll see here it was like obviously Mekamaru doing the most, but Junpei still did 11 million, Degumi 10 million, and Yaga 15 mil. So it's pretty nice to see all that. And yeah, no, I mean, especially with double healing mem, Junpei lowering the debuff amount, this is definitely a doable team. But you do need to have Muta with the buff, and I mean, his is dupe 5, but I don't think you need dupe 5. But yeah, this is another thing. A lot of the runs you'll see, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, my Zonji was dupe 2. Oh yeah, by the way, my Yaga is dupe 2. So it's like, yeah, of course these supports aren't dying because they have dupes in them. So I think it's very important to acknowledge this at the same time. Now, next up, Yellow Nobara was actually able to do it. One thing I think needs to be understood is that dual DPS teams are coming into play. If you play Wuthering Waves, this is something that like is, you know, a doable team comp, and it's creeping its way into JJK Phantom Parade. It works the best due to the fact that you don't have the biggest buff amounts So usually an extra buffer is either going to die or just not do too much. And you also need to break in time. So having an extra DPS does help a lot. So this is why running double DPS works quite well. And it's crazy that this team cleared 61, but good shit on them. Still dupe 3 Tinjo, right? So, you know, we have to be aware of that, right? We can't just pass that off, but definitely not bad, right? Definitely not bad. Now, next up, Yellow Inumaki. I might use this team. I'm still on 65, but I might use this team with Junpei. I just gotta, like, what's my Junpei at? Like, genuinely, I do not know. I think I have 2 dupes in him also, which is going to be very helpful. But my Junpei... Oh, wait, do I have a 3rd dupe? Oh, I have a 3rd dupe. Let's go. This is huge. So yeah, Junpei gets a lot of value in the earlier floors because he lowers Jujutsu damage, but he also has an AoE. I think it's AoE taunt, but he also puts attack immunity and gives the team damage reduction. It's fucking insane. It's such a good combo. Wait, can I grade him up right now? Oh my god, I can. I'm going to get him to 14. I don't think... Yeah, these I'm fine on. I'm chilling. So we're going to get him to 14, and then we're going to get that up. No, Junpei is amazing. I'm going to try him out in this. And maybe I'll make a video specifically on my GOAT. He got me through 61. He might get me through 65. And definitely, no, he's a very good unit. I just want to make sure that's known and that everyone understands. But more than that, Inumaki. Now, why Inumaki? Actually, let me see where my Inumaki is looking like right now. I might have to actually put some buffs into him, which is tragic if I'm being honest. Let's put the dupes into... Oh, we can max dupe him. Nice. We'll just do that. Why not? Just to make sure he lives. It doesn't matter. I mean, I want to show him at some point. But why he's so good... Let's go into the wiki now. Why he actually works is because now he has 3 reses. So on global... Oh, wait. Oh, no. He just has it with... There's no SP buffs. Does he have SP buffs? Huh. I thought he had SP buffs. Okay, no. So you don't need to... Okay, nice. So essentially, he revives 3 times in a battle. And then he could also heal himself, right, sometimes. And then he could also heal himself here. His skill 2 does increase the amount of damage the enemies take, but it's like, it's not the most. It's not the most, but still. His ult also could do decent damage, which is pretty important, I am going to guess. Like, at least to do a bit more damage. So that's definitely interesting. Now, also, for 66, one of the harder floors that I've been seeing, Blue Megumi actually came in clutch here. And with only a dupe 1 Blue Sukuna, usually many JP players have dupe 5 Sukuna. But you're going to see a dupe 1, which is actually more free-to-play friendly than your usual team comp that you're seeing in these. Now, there is Blue Inumaki, which I do not have, so I wonder how cooked I am for this floor. Because I don't... Like, most of the teams are using Blue Inumaki. Maybe I'm just going to use Blue Ghetto, I guess. Like, you could use Blue Ghetto. I mean... Yeah, I mean, it's a boar, so he should take taijutsu, or he should be doing taijutsu damage. But why Megumi works is, to my understanding, because of the break damage. So he's actually doing good break damage when the dog's active, right? And he also does increase the damage that blue DPSs do. With the chance to stun, I'd actually say it's pretty huge, but I think they get rid of it. So break damage, right? Cool. And then you could see here, just AoE, 400% is pretty strong. But then this, right? So you have the break damage. You do a good amount of damage. And then with... Oh, my bad. Shit, I should have went on this one. So yeah, good break damage, 1200% ult, which I think he does make use of DPS Megumi. Does he? Oh, that's a taunt. Really? That's a taunt? Huh. That's interesting. Okay. And I guess Yaga's just there not to die, huh? Oh, I guess he got lucky, because Yaga not being dead is interesting. Oh, wait, no. They didn't... Did they clear? I don't think they did. No, they did. They did. My bad. I'm out here putting his name to shame, but no, he cleared. But yeah, no, I would say Blue Megumi with all that, and also considering he gets the extra damage and break and gets his ult charge, is going to be looking pretty good, especially when he is in his buff form. It looks nice, like 150% when they're in break is quite nice, right? But still, he's not like the best unit, but still good. And now the craziest one is Green Saki being good, which is insane. And the main reason, like, listen, I really honestly thought that Green Saki's buffs were good because she did get an SP buff. The only thing was really like, where would you use her in? Like, what's doing enough damage? But we found out. We did, in fact, find out. So whenever she's hit now, she gets extra damage. And, like, you'll see she could do decent-ish damage, too. Like, I want to see how much she does here. Like, this is going to be interesting. Like, how much is Saki doing here? She's not below the damage. Oh, she is. This should do decent damage. Like, 3 mil with the team that they have and no buffers and debuffs being less is quite good, right? We could check it out, right? It's quite good. It's quite good. So you could see that she gets this 180% when she's below 35. Her ult's pretty strong too. Now her skill 2 is a lot better. 15 cursed energy to taunt for 2 turns. Give damage reduction, right? And also you could sacrifice to get you closer to that 35% threshold. And remember, she could basically tank 3 hits. She has revival status. If you're below to 60%, you get damage reduction up to 40%, by the way. If you're below 35, that's damage reduction more. So essentially, I think this stacks, but I'm not sure because I don't have Saki. And then you get attack nullification on top of the damage reduction. Like, it's very hard to kill her. And I think it's pretty nice. So, yeah, no, all these units have been shining. Absolutely shining. And even SR Kaido's back into the mix. So the tier list is going to have some big changes. I would honestly say in SS, Hollow Purple's moving down, Mei's moving down. Jogo might be moving up because he did clear 70. Actually, I forgot to take that image, but Jogo cleared 70, guys. He actually cleared 70. So that's huge. Blue Maki's probably moving down. But, no, she might actually be fine. We'll have to test her out. But I know Mei's moving down. Just a bit at least till the bottom of SS, because like Toji and Yuta are both AoE, which works better for them. Now in S, I could see green Maki moving up, green Nobara moving up, yellow Nobara moving up, blue Inumaki moving up, maybe even to SS, green Yuji moving up a bit, Saki moving in at least to S, Ghetto moving into S, no, yeah, bottom of S, I guess. Blue, I think these two are fine here, maybe a bit higher. And then besides that, Junpei, honestly, he should be an A or S because his damage is still pretty decent, but that's not something I'm willing to contest on. But yeah, no, a lot of units have been showing a lot more value, which I'm very happy about. And it's pretty good that you just have a bunch of different options for these. So yeah, all these units, if you do have them, maybe start building them because it's looking pretty nice for them, honestly.